that was our president, our immediate past president. He was somebody's son. He was a husband. He was a father. To the populace, he was a leader. He was a perfect gentleman, but never a perfect human being, because the nature of human being is imperfection. I'm not here to talk about his governance or how it led us, but I'm here to talk about the lessons I personally learned from what had happened since the day he died and till when he was buried. It's so unfortunate to find ourselves in this generation where people conveniently tend to mock the dead. Yoruba will say, "Má fi kú yọ̀ mí, gbogbo alájọ ń lọ." Don't mock me of my death, because sooner or later, surely all of us will die. But I understand where this feeling is coming from, because we expected so much from one man. One man to rule over 200 million people. Fine, maybe we were disappointed. And that's the number one lesson we should learn. Never expect so much from anybody or from someone, because he's just a human being. Àmọ́ Shitabanja Bikakuni. Yet, we can't rule out the fact that this man didn't try his best. He did all what he could do, but so, as they say, the faceless cabals. And I wonder who they are. Since the inception of democracy in this country, we've been hearing it in the days of Baba Obasanjo, down to Yaradua, to Goodluck Jonathan. I hope we don't hear it in the time of Baba Tinubu. So I wonder what we gain when we mock the dead. I wasn't too small when Abacha died, and I knew how there were jubilations here and there. But my question is, has Nigeria gotten any better ever since? Maybe, maybe not. But it's so unfortunate that the people that jubilated then, are they still alive today? So why would you make mockery of somebody's death when you should know that you might go soon or later? And mind you, the jubilation of the dead doesn't give us the liberty from the problems we are facing in this country. We still there alive, now we still there here. We go still face them and solve them ourselves. So why not leave the man to his creator for his judgment? And I'd like to use this opportunity to reach out to our leaders, either in the political space or any other leadership spaces that we find ourselves, that this hunger for wealth, for riches, for success, that will make us commit all sorts of atrocities, will surely end one day. Because for every dead person will wish before his death that he just wants to be alive in peace. Anything that has to do with riches, money, power, sex will have no meaning to somebody who is about to die. All what he wanted was just a peace of mind, but he couldn't have it because it's time for him to go. What are we learning from this? Another lesson I would like us to learn from this is that indeed our former President Muhammadu Buhari was a honored man in his lifetime and even after his death. As we could see on Tuesday, which was the third day of his death. So I wonder how much more befitting a burial ceremony can be. So my question is, why do we keep our dead bodies in the mortuary for as long as 1 month, 2 months, 3 months in the name of preparing for a befitting burial ceremony? Except maybe there's an investigation going on, maybe an autopsy or something. But if not that, you can choose to call all the celebrities or superstars in the world to come and celebrate with you for the life well spent of your dead person, but not the burial. You can choose to merriment for your own sake because it doesn't affect the dead anymore. You are the one dancing, merrimenting, celebrating, not the dead. So this is just a pondering question that I'm putting out there. Why? And lastly, this is my own personal rant, which I feel so much uncomfortable to talk about, but I need to let it out. Why do we have our prestigious Nigerian leaders go out there for medical care? Does it mean we don't have enough equipment here in Nigeria to establish a world-class hospital or clinic as we may have it? Even if it's going to require us donating to it on a monthly basis as a Nigerian, I think we are big enough, prestigious enough to have a world-class hospital, even if it's going to be located right inside the Aso Rock, rather than going outside. And it's so unfortunate that when we get to this abroad that we talk about, we eventually still meet our Nigerian doctors there, even though I've never been there, but so I hear. So why do we have such situations still reoccurring time to time that Our leaders will go for medical care. Those that will survive. Those that will end up there will end up there. I think to me is a national shame, permit me, but I think that's just the exact word to use because it's so unfair. So if I'm a poor man, I can't afford to travel abroad for medical care. It's better I die here in Nigeria. So sad that I lost a brother a few months ago. It was an emergency though. So even if you have all the money in the world, we couldn't have still taken him to abroad and meet up with the timing. So that means he's still here, that we need to take care of him if he was going to survive it. And I'm so unfortunate he didn't, because even before he could get attended to, it took hours, saying no bed space, all sort of things. Before we knew it, he was gone. This is my personal rant, and I hope I get solace on this, because personally and nationwide as Nigerians, I think we can do better. Thank you.